Alright, today I'm going to try to attempt an Instructable that I found on Instructables.com. We have this fireplace here. It's just a gas fireplace, and we've never actually hooked it up to gas, so it's just pretty much been a decoration up till now. And I found this really cool Instructable that is supposed to turn Christmas lights into like a burning ember sort of decoration. So I got these Christmas lights, and I have plugged them in the back of the fireplace, and I found just these white ones, and then I found this strand that has what they call random twinkle lights. And so it has these little pink lights that are just randomly twinkling. And I'm going to try to put all of these inside these bottles, and then put some foam on top and paint it and see if I can make kind of a glowing ember effect inside of my fireplace. So I've just been trying to come up with a configuration that I think is going to work well inside of the fireplace. And I'm thinking something like, I'm going to put this bottle on top here, and I've cut the bottoms out of those two and stuck them together. So I was thinking something like this, and then maybe like another bottle in front for kind of more of a log effect of burning logs. So I'm going to stick the lights in now and use some shipping tape to tape it all together, and then I'm going to try to put the foam on. So I've got all of my lights inside my bottles now. I kind of did kind of an offset type of look, so they might look more like logs that have burned down. I just clipped a small hole in the back here where the cord's coming out, and I am going to put the foam on now and see how it all ends up looking. Fits in there pretty well, so we'll see. So I'm getting ready to spray it down, and this is what I'm using. It's called Great Stuff Insulating Foam Sealant, and this is an expanding foam. You can get it at Walmart, Home Depot, wherever you shop for things like that. I'm just gonna spray a light thin coat over the top of this, and then try to rough it up just a little so that it looks like it would be like a pile of ash. So I've just been applying this stuff as thinly as possible, and it's already starting to look pretty good. You just spray it, comes out, and I just kind of incorporate it in if it doesn't fall off. Just kind of been using this brush a little bit too to kind of spread it around a little bit the way I like it, and then apply kind of the thicker blobs where I want them. And I'm actually going to be painting this orange with some black accents when I'm done to make it look more realistic. So that is how I've been applying the foam. Alright, looking pretty good. Alright, so here's what the embers look like finished but not painted yet, and without the lights turned on. And here is what the embers look like without the paint on yet, but plugged in. If you look closely, you can see the twinkle lights. They kind of give it that fire type of look. And now I'm gonna paint it. Here is the ember painted orange with the lights off, and here's what it looks like with just the first initial coat of orange paint with the light plugged in. So now I'm just doing kind of a fine dry brush of black paint all over the ember. And how you do that is you just get just a tiny bit of paint, and then you want to dab most of it off on a piece of paper, and then you just kind of brush it all over so that only the most prominent parts that poke out are getting the paint, just like that. So now for a final touch, what I'm doing is using some Mod Podge and just adding a little dab to the tops of the black parts, and then I'm sprinkling a little bit of just some gray grout that I had on the top so that it looks like an ash. You can use real ashes for this, or just whatever you have around the house that might look like gray powder. And I think those will be my final touches. And I'll show you what it all looks like together in just a minute. Alright, so here is my finished fireplace. I think it turned out really, really nice. You can see it just looks like one big giant glowing ember, and you can kind of see it kind of sparkling, twinkling. I'm going to put the link to the original Instructable that I got the idea from in the comments so that you can get all of the instructions. And thank you to the person who made the original Instructable, and thank you for watching my video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I really have enjoyed making this. I think it turned out really, really well. Thanks.